All right. So, apologies there, friends. The shit got knocked out. They're trying to take us off. uh, just give me a second. This has happened before, so I'm not too surprised, but I just didn't think it would stop us completely in our tracks, you know? I'm gonna try and get them back in the game. Let me just see. Everything is not loading, which is great. All right, pulling it up. Come on, give me something. Give me something.
Damn.
I don't
They
think
can't get off Joe
it-
Rogan. That's crazy.
All right, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that documentary was pretty. It was really. It was a good one.
I mean,
for to
okay.
vibe on and just learn their perspectives. There
What
he
happened?
is.
I don't know what happened. It fucking knocked my shit out for whatever reason. I think my server just got overloaded. But so sorry to interrupt, but
Rough.
Oh, are you back online?
yeah. We're back online because the
Okay.
stream stopped. We had to start over again. So apologies anyone that was watching that, but you know, fucking no one was watching. Who am I kidding? But it's a good thing that these mistakes happen when no one's watching. But anyways, so recent developments. Carlos says he wants to be added into the discussion. He says he has like he wants to discuss.
I got something to say.
Basically,
Yeah,
hey yo Trey, I got something to say.
Bruh,
So
add my
Let me
guy.
invite him then.
so yeah, if we
Ready
want, we
to
can.
watch the movie. Have you
I
seen
just
the movie?
invited him right now.
I
I
asked
mean-
him. I asked because Andrea was the one that was like invite him in, and so I was like, okay, does he want to? Like I asked him, is he gonna contribute to the conversation? I didn't mean to be a dickhead about it, but like I don't want to.
Be railing off.
No, yeah.
But not.
So-
I guess.
But yeah, we are once more back.
Finally.
Yeah, if
For
anything,
at Carlos.
we're just a little like.
Late.
No, we're just like a little buggy.
Really?
I'm trying to keep things clear. Hey, what's going on, Carlos? What's
Ladies
popping?
and gentlemen, 2.2 Punk himself,
Carlos.
Carlos.
Just give me a
How's it going,
second.
Carlos?
Carlos, if you're gonna have to like
Damn.
speak clearly and be like a little loud, just so it cuts out clear.
What do you, what?
Yeah, because like
Basically
right
be
now
very
you're
close
yeah,
to the mic, so
your mic
loud.
is very low.
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah,
Turn
yeah,
it
just
up.
a little bit. Because
Turn it
fucking
up.
I have the
You got that right, brother.
microphones.
Hell yeah.
I have my microphones on. Nathan has his fucking shit on. So
Bryce suck ass at this fucking map. No cap.
I'm
Alright,
pretty
how's
good
that?
at this. No, that's good. Okay, so before Ronan, you were saying something when we got knocked out because I recently had to restart.
Basically, anybody can exploit anybody by like, or I would
By, like,
say any
race.
race, but yeah, anybody can get exploited left or right. No matter the politics, you can like use somebody's color to like push
Yeah,
your
to
own
get
narrative.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just tokenism. That's it.
basically.
Yep.
But anyways,
Basically.
Carlos, did you see the AFROPUNK movie or not? Because if not, then we can like just kind
It's a
of.
documentary that's free online on YouTube. It's like a full length, an hour and a half version.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it, but
Oh.
y'all talk about it. I don't care. I just like being part of the convo.
Okay. Well, let me. I think in my notes I had something because in the documentary, and here's something that I kind of like can relate to. I think Nathan and I think all of us can relate to it too, whether you're like black or whatever. I think it might just be like a minority thing when you get into punk and stuff like that. It's you do get people saying that, oh, that's like a white boy thing to do. You know what I mean? To do the whole rock and roll thing and to
Oh
do
my god.
to do the
Yeah.
punk thing. Because for a while, I think even for me, because the difference is that I didn't grow up very traditionally, I guess. And so from the start, I considered myself like a punk before I considered myself like Hispanic or whatever the hell. So it's very much ingrained in my personality. I would call myself like a musician, an artist before I call myself a Hispanic person. That's just my own thing on it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
getting into this sort of style of music and the style of culture, like the spiky hair and the studs and all this shit, from my own family members and from other people in the same race, I did get some weird looks of like, oh, you're like the fucking infamous thing. Also, you a rocker, huh? From the fucking cholos. It exists, I think, in pretty much every
Yeah.
like marginalized group to kind of like look at you sideways whenever you like dress a little differently or like, you know, get into some other shit that not a lot of people are. So I resonated with that. But go on, Ronan. Sorry, my bad.
Straight facts. Straight facts. That's all I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just how you grow up and like who I would say who raised you and like what
The
they
environment
allowed
I
you
would
to
say.
do. Because I say like punk is like it's really expressive. I mean, it's no way to like hide it.
No, yeah, it's out there.
I mean, yeah. So like, or not even if you like to hide it, just like as I grew up. I mean, I most definitely I think I get it till this day, honestly. Like, oh, bro, that's some like white boy shit, or like you like whitewash.
yeah, you're trying to, yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm like what's so like different or like white boy about it? You know what I mean? Because I think if you look at like, at least how I grew up, I was always like fascinated with the culture. I was always fascinated with like the hair, like
Well, just the expressiveness, right?
yeah, just literally, I think everything about it. I mean, from like playing video games like we're playing right now, Tony Hawk,
Yeah.
the music being pretty good. I mean, just like everything about it. I mean, I kind of see it. I see like I guess punk differently from I guess y'all. I don't know. I got into it. I will say I got into like it later, most
Yeah.
definitely than y'all. But I mean, I still consider myself, I guess, a punk. I consider myself a punk in other things though. Like I wouldn't like.
Oh yeah, it isn't just that. I don't think anyone can just be a punk as well.
Yeah. Because there's a difference in like punk lifestyle and then punk genre. Because people they were like gentrifying at some points. Like I identify as a punk actually. I mean like 'cause that's fine. But to me it's like I look at it as a genre to like listen here and there. But I'm not very hardcore of it obviously. But
I feel like what
to be,
people
like in that environment, yeah.
Mhm.
Not
Oh,
like
sorry, I didn't
to
mean
be in that and no, it's okay, it's cool. To be in that like environment, it's always like oh, you dress like it, you don't dress like it, but you're punk or whatever. I'm like nah, but I enjoy the music, and then there was a lot of that in there, apart from the race, the whole idea of the race objective, because it's like that's how it was approached to almost, I guess in my way. It wasn't like oh if you're punk then dress like punk, or if I guess so. It was
Yeah,
just
that's
always
true.
like that. So that's why I'm like, well, I don't identify it. I look at it as a genre because I fuck with it, you know. I wouldn't go in that extent, but
It's
there's
like,
a bunch of that at some points.
It's like a music thing for you, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at more of music. I mean, if people look at it as art, like for as an artistic value, I mean that's definitely cool. I mean, because they want to live that lifestyle or be part of it. And to the extreme, I guess. I don't know if there's a word for it, but they just want to have like the whole style.
Well, because
It's,
Which is
it's
really
a,
cool.
a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is an attitude. You know what
lifestyle.
I mean? It's the DIY.
Like
basically.
DIY. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say
Which,
DIY.
yeah, which I think you don't have to be a punk to be DIY. I think it's just self-reliance. I think because here's another thing that I wrote in my notes watching it is like I see from these people's stories, I see like punk as like a tool for realizing who you are, because in punk you can pretty much be you're free to sort of be whoever you want, to figure yourself out, you know what I mean? While you may not end up a fucking punk at the end of it, I'm sure by being exposed to the openness that is granted by this sort of music and the sort of community, you're able to find, you know, your niche. You're able to find out yourself, because there's advertised, there's no judgments in punk, which is another thing. There's a whole section of like downfalls of punk, because not everything about punk is positive in practice, let's just say.
Yeah, you always have your like your stinkers.
Stinkers. No, it's just like, and keeping with what you said, Nathan, of like the dress and all that. there does seem to be like kind of like a uniform of a stereotype of what punk people dress like. You know, it's the studs, it's with the spikes, the bright colors, you know, dyed hair. And interesting enough, Carlos will remember this shit. The fucking the Stud Your Vest group.
Oh yeah.
The inspired by the fucking, or I don't know if it was inspired by. I know we got onto it because of the band Who Killed Spiky Jacket, because they had this song called Who Killed Spiky Jacket, and it was 2015, right? You can look this up on Instagram. There's a hashtag Year of the Stud, and you can see all the fucking all the posts, because back in 2015 when Who Killed Spiky Jacket was very big. Everyone was going around talking about studying your vest and stud count this and stud count that. So it was a little funny. It was like a funny joke to most of us, but there were those people who were like hardcore, die hard about like, oh, you know, your fucking stud pattern is shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, like, they treat it like a cult more.
Yeah, like, hey, bitch ass boy ain't got his fucking studs in line. Boy, get that weak shit the fuck out of here. And it's like, whoa, bro, I'm trying to enjoy the show.
I heard someone say, "What kind of battle vest is that?" I'm like,
oh my god, I hate that term, battle vest. I hate
People
that
say
term.
battle vest. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Battle
yeah,
vest
it's really
is so
common. That's like
gross.
the basic common one.
That's gross. Dude.
Battle vest.
Just say like your jacket or whatever. That's like a pet peeve of mine though. I hate when people say my battle vest. Like, bitch,
When I went to your
what are you
Dandruff show,
battling?
I think when you went to your Dandruff show, I think that's when you bust up the dude's pedal, or you bust up someone's shit. I don't know if it was a snare.
What the fuck?
It was that one show where we couldn't find a parking space. It's by downtown.
Oh, Secret Group, yeah. That show
Yeah,
sucked, bro.
yeah.
That was the one that Ronan, you couldn't come in. You had to hear us outside.
Oh.
That was whack,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Whoever was running the
was
front
told-
fucking sucks.
It took a while for me to sink in until I got, you know, the whole idea of the whole fucking vest shit. I thought it was just a style part of the genre, but someone was like, where's your battle vest, dude? I'm like, what the fuck? And then when it came around, and you're like, I hate that. I'm like, wait, is that a thing? That's actually a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And again,
looking at it now, it's like, oh my God.
Andrea's in the comments.
Yeah.
Carlos treated his studs like his life depended on it. Bruh, we all did back then. It was like a uniform. But deviating from the movie, I don't know. Another thing I related about some of the stories that they were talking about was the whole dating sort of thing. Because the girl, right? She's like, oh, it's not that, like, you know, I only date white people. It's just that there's only white people in the scene, and I feel like people who are in the scene understand me, and I can understand that. You know what I mean? Because I think part of my, I guess, like, own relationship anxiety or whatever is like, fuck, they're gonna think I'm like on some weird shit because I do this, like, you know, art stuff. So someone in the scene would understand me a little bit more because they're a part of the same community that I'm a part of. You know what I mean? So I understand that.
Yeah.
like you want to be a bridge to like different worlds, I guess.
Well, I just don't want to have to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say that movie came out in 2003, right?
Yeah. Ain't
Yeah,
shit
so,
changed.
like-
No cap.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say,
well,
like,
looking at the Houston
kind
scene,
of the
I
opposite.
think. What do you mean the opposite?
I mean, see, that's the thing with, like, it's not a thing. I'm not saying, like, I'm disagreeing with you, but I'm saying that how, and it's just, I guess it's just everybody sees it different. How I see, like, I guess punk stuff, I would say different, obviously, from like somebody else, like maybe y'all, but
Yeah.
like, my opinion, like a guy like Playboy Cardi is a punk. He doesn't
yeah, I
make, does he
guess,
make punk
yeah.
music?
Nobody dresses,
No,
and he's
he-
like, you
But
know.
it's I feel like it's the same attitude or it's the same lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's how whoever describe. It's up to interpretation. I guess I would say, but
You're gonna
my
have all the
interpretation.
fucking 13-year-old punks in the comments. What? Playboy Cardi? But he's a rapper and bumble
Yeah,
rap
he-
this.
See, that's why it's funny. 'Cause, like, I mean, stuff like manifests in different ways. I sound like a
Yeah. Well then let me
But-
sound like Justin. But let me amend my thing then. I think by when I mean by I don't think it's changed. I think that in terms of like the local scenes, 'cause I think now what we do see is a lot of like melding of cultures just in general. But this is due to the internet. back in 2003,
Yeah.
the internet wasn't really as big of a force as it is now. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we're looking
basically.
at every person's culture is showcased on the internet. So people look at that shit and get exposed to it a lot more than in 2003. So, but what I mean though is like in terms of like the counts in like scenes, you know, because in Houston, our punk scene is not really like white. I would say I'm not too sure. I don't
I
really
would say
I don't notice it. I'd say mostly
it's like
Hispanic.
yeah, it's a lot of Hispanic people, which
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean, you got like I'm gonna name drop them cool dudes like Swervy. I mean, I don't know the dude personally.
The
I
homie
think the
Swervy.
drivers in
Yeah,
Texas or Houston specifically.
Yeah.
That I don't know this man, but I would say I like his attitude. I mean, what he brings to like what you think a punk person is supposed to be. He's a lot of things.
Or just
I
a
mean,
show.
you
The
see him-
fucking sex
Yeah.
book shows go the fuck off.
They are fucking bruh.
Next
I bust.
level.
That's all I'm gonna say. I bust.
That
But
shit's
fucking like,
crazy,
bro out here wearing the Johns on stage.
Oh, what
Bro
was he
got
wearing
the
last
bulletproof
time?
vest. Yeah, he was wearing fuck. I think he was wearing threes. He's wearing
That's funny.
bruh. I'm gonna be pissing myself. I don't know these fucking shoes. Oh, what shoes was he wearing?
I know they were
Fuck, I forgot.
a like nice type of shoe. Like they were like a
Yeah, it was,
like a next
I know
level
there were
shoe.
threes. Yeah, he was rocking the threes, had the vest on. I mean, and like, just I guess seeing his online personality, you can tell like he's really like he's passionate about I guess being Hispanic and stuff like that. But I mean, it
Well, I guess just
doesn't
being
like
like Houston is what I would say too.
yeah, just being a Houston dude, and like I can respect that because like again,
With the Astros tattoo and everything.
Yeah.
normally
Souls
people
Bros in
like
the chat.
suspect
That was sick. Hey, Souls, bro.
having souls,
Nice
bro.
of you to join. Nice of you to join us.
Howdy. We were talking about AFROPUNK documentary. It's on YouTube for free. Go watch it. It's pretty
You
alright.
should watch it. Yeah, learn some stuff. Maybe, maybe not.
Learn yourself something.
Here.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
I
you're
like
talking
that
about.
dude.
That shit's lit because he's not just punk. He's like, you know, it's not just
He's just
like
himself.
boots. Yeah, he's himself,
Yeah.
which is I think what punk is at least supposed to allow you to do. Of course, again, there's like the rules and the fucking people are like, oh, if you're not this, this, and this, then you're not punk. But those people, they don't fucking get it. You know what I mean? The people who really get are people like Swervy and people who aren't afraid to be themselves while playing music that they like and being, you know, expressive with the art, I guess.
Yeah. It's cool to see, like, I guess, in my opinion, something different. I mean, and when you, like, again, I would most definitely say I'm a fucking, like, punk noob. I'm an amateur.
A kinder punk.
Basically, I say, like, maybe, a year,
just a
as long
listener.
as I've been messing with y'all, I guess, I've been into, like, punk stuff, which is not, it's been, like, less than, like, I guess, how long have I been on y'all? It's
2
been a while.
years, 3 years, it's gotta be something like
Two,
that.
3 years, basically.
Gotta be something.
Yeah, maybe even 4, but
Maybe.
yeah, I graduated when I was I forgot when I was, but that's beside the point.
Whatever. An
I-
amount
I'm
of
really
time.
yeah, I'm learning like stuff from y'all. I mean, and I've had some great times. Like probably one of the best times of my life, like messing with like punk stuff and like
Damn, that's crazy.
just seeing like the culture. I guess the culture. I feel like it's not traditional. I would say I don't know. At least my experience with it.
No, yeah, it's out of the
But-
normal, which is why I can
Yeah, like I think.
not
No,
go
go ahead,
Nathan.
sorry.
Oh my
I,
fucking.
I can't tell when whoever
Yeah,
finishes or starts.
me and
so
Nathan
I'm sorry.
always
it's so
interrupt
hard.
each other.
So
Yeah, exactly.
that's like we
Stop
need to
off
be
of
like
it.
in our own room so we can like eye each other,
Basically, dude, we
like
should
like Joe Rogan
we should have
podcasts.
we should upgrade the podcast to like a room.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'd be
lit.
down for that. But yeah,
That'd be
I was
cool.
saying that I think punk is really all about like breaking the stereotypes, breaking
Mm-hmm.
the stereotype. You know, it's like which is awesome to see many choosing that because anytime I see someone outside the stereotype, you know, I respect that person more than any other because it takes a bit of the, you know, it takes a bit of bravery because it just like I don't know. Like I'm just a listener. I wouldn't consider myself punk, but I listen to punk. Does that make me punk? I don't know.
You're yourself, which is what pretty much people argue
That's
to
what
be
it's
the most
supposed to
punk
be.
thing. Yeah, that's why I see it as like a tool. You don't have to like listen to punk and be like, oh, this is what I'm about. This is all I'm about. You know, I listen to punk music now, and that's it. Like, I think it's really the atmosphere it creates. It lets you
Yeah, I
be
have
yourself. you
over
know what I
the
mean?
years. I was just never like a hardcore like, oh that was a band name or that was. I just remember listening to like a lot of the music. I
And
was just
think
never hardcore.
that's like I would say that's a stereotype more than like. I guess like you don't have to listen. That's why I was like I think Playboi Carti is a punk. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me. I think kids.
There's the
What
attitude.
is punk culture? Yeah, it's just like how they carry themselves, how you like speak, how you like do what you do. You don't have to like dress as like if you watch. I mean, the movie.
Attitude.
I mean, some of those dudes. I don't even say attitude. But just, some people look like
WWE
punks,
reference.
a stereotypical punk. Some dudes just look like I would say just normal.
Yeah,
You guess
regular
they were
dudes.
like reggae dudes or like just something that you wouldn't think. Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to look like a punk to be a punk, nor do you not have to do the music.
You have to have the mentality.
Yeah, to have that punk mentality.
And
it bleeds into everything.
yeah, it becomes those. It allows you to be yourself, and then you use that as a taking off point. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
fucking yo, I didn't notice until the credits, but that documentary has like fucking some heavy hitters. They got people from fucking Red Tape, which I was like, I listened to Red Tape. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know he was in Red Tape. I didn't know Cro-Mags had a black player now. They had a Peligro or whatever from Dead Kennedys. That's his fucking name. Me and Ronan were talking about. I couldn't remember the drummer.
Yeah,
from Dead Kennedys.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They had him.
I noticed him. That's why I noticed documentary because I was looking at stuff about him.
DH.
That's Loki. Yeah, that's how I found out about that documentary. Because I was interested in that guy. I was going into the fucking Dead Kennedys discography. Me and Gabriel were listening to I think it was Give Me Convenience or Give Me Death.
Yeah.
It's a good album. But
Yeah, it's pretty alright. I like it. Fuck.
I like it. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I was researching like stuff about the dudes, whatever Jello, and I saw that guy, and I was like reading about him, and that's how I found this.
Did you see the interview with Fantano?
Oh, I saw him like announce it, but I didn't get to watch it.
I watched a little bit of it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched a
How you
little
feel
bit of
about it?
it. I didn't get all the way through, but basically Jello is basically saying the same shit he's been saying for like years of basically like yeah, it like one of his points was like, you know, and this is one thing that they did say in the documentary as well, that like if you want to find music that fits you and like is like, you know, and find a community I guess in music, you got to go out and find it yourself. You know, you can't listen to what in Jello said MTV and, you know, like top 40. You can't trust these fucking MTV and like what's on the radio to give you what you want. You got to put in a little bit of the work to find that, you know, band that really speaks to you and has a special place to you, you know what I mean? And that's a good, I guess, representation of how I think punk is. Because in the documentary too, they say, you know, all this music, it doesn't come like straight to you. It's not packaged for you. You have to go and find it. And I think in punk especially, because there's like a shit ton of bands. There's a shit ton of bands in general in the world. Everyone's doing music. The world's never in a shortage of musicians.
Just artists in general, I would say.
Yeah. But like
But yeah.
to find some like good shit, like there's bands that me and Carlos most definitely could go off on fucking bands that like we really fucked with or whatever that no one has any sort of idea who it is. Not that it's a fucking badge of honor or whatever, but it's just a fact, you know, like when me and Carlos talking about, let's say like Gas Rag or some shit back in the old days. Bro, Gas, oh my god. That's memories right there. Yeah, Gas Rag's so fucking good, dude. And then like, of course there's always like the mainstreams, right, that everyone knows about punk, and so like there's tiers, right? There's like, you got Rancid and Blink-182, and then you have GBH, and then you have, you know, like I guess shit like Cro-Mags or something like that. But it's all there, and this is something that I tell people even now whenever people say like, oh, music today fucking sucks, it's like whatever. It's like you got to go out and find it, you know? It's out there. You just got to find it, fucking download Bandcamp and just scroll it. That's all you got to do. That's what I used to do. I find a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
What was it like the question that you asked at the beginning that like it's something about interracial not question, but like
the dating thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I was expressing how, like, because in the movie, right, she's talking about how, like, she only ends up going out with, like, white dudes. But that's because only white dudes are in the punk scene. And, in
Yeah.
fact, in the movie, she even says, like, growing up, like, because she's kind of, like, skewed. Because growing up, her mom taught her, or, like, would always talk about how, like, regular black dudes are, like, bad and they're going to be, like, you know, doing drugs and shit like that. And how the mom wouldn't let her, like, wouldn't want her to go out with a black guy because black guys are trouble.
Yeah.
So that's why
She advised her against it.
yeah, which I thought that was crazy, because really, and the documentary goes into this too. It's really like race on race type shit, because Hispanics do the same shit. However much we like people like to be racist or whatever, most of the time it's your own race that's like fucking you over, and it's not helping anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was. It made me sad, low key, because I don't even say sad. It's just like it was kind of disheartening and like to see that basically sad, and because I would say I've experienced probably the same thing. I mean, it wasn't to that level. I was just talking to my dad about like, oh, what type. He's like, well, what type of girls you like, or whatever. And
Yeah,
like,
I remember you told me.
to, like, yeah, and like we were talking about it and whatnot. And he was like, he doesn't like dark skinned females. That's another thing. But like, it's come to a point where it's like, bruh, like, black people are most definitely against black people right now. I mean, I'm probably sure it might be the same thing with Hispanics or whoever, but like, it's sad that we're at that point where like, man, you can't even like just vouch. I won't even say vouch for your own race, 'cause I feel like that's stupid. I mean, you are an individual. I mean, anybody can do something to you. Your own race can do something to you if they wanted to, whatever.
Yeah.
You are an individual, but still, like, it's still to see, like, I would say it's more hard to see her in that situation, because I related to that situation. Because, like, my family member would tell me, oh, yeah, you know, like, get you a white girl, whatever. I'm like, fucking stop. But,
Cease.
yeah, it's like, just relax. I ain't doing all that. But, not because he's white, it's just, I don't want to, like, don't tell me what to do.
I guess, yeah.
Ronan, I had a question, but we can
Nah, go
talk
ahead.
about
Yeah.
that later when we're done.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on certain blacks that mentioned? Because I heard a topic where someone wished that they were white, and this is from a black person.
Oh,
In
I
the
mean,
punk scene.
I can't speak for, yeah, they did a lot of
What are your
dudes,
thoughts
like,
on that? I just wanted to, like, because I don't know, I wouldn't
can't
judge
speak
that according
for-
to being in that, you know.
I can't speak
minority.
for like everybody. I won't ever speak for another person. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's like ingrained in some black people that like white people are better. And that's just like the fact of the matter. Yeah, that's just the fact of the matter. Because I guess just like I say it's little things. Like, again, the dude say he grew out his hair because he liked how, like, when punk dudes fucking like are fucking going at it and their fucking hair is going everywhere, so he grew out his dreads. And then like or it's just, that's just what it is to be, and like it just seems better to be white. You know what I mean? Because again,
Yeah.
it just seems better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Personally, like, I like being like an underdog. You know what I mean? I always felt like I was an underdog. I feel like
Would you
black
say
people,
it's a disgrace to, like, if one ethnicity or race says that they wish they were the other?
again, it's up. I won't speak for nobody because I'm not gonna like disown that person. 'Cause
Well,
feel
I
like
think it's just a general question for everybody. I guess, like, is it a disgrace really?
If you're
I
saying
really-
for everybody, I don't think so. I think because there are certain factors that like led that person to think that way. You know what I mean? It's like with the girl in the film. You know, her mother brought her up with that idea, and
Yeah.
in terms of like general society, you can say that, you know, people who are oppressed, they're gonna want to be not oppressed, and who do they see as being not oppressed most of the time? White people. So
white people, yeah.
yeah, they're gonna want to be like that
Mhm.
because to be that is to be free and to be able to do whatever. Which is again in the
Yeah.
movie what draws them to punk, because they're free to do whatever. But there's other challenges that happen because most punk people are white and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that brings on like again another topic of the movie when like punk dudes were like, or like not punk dudes, but the black people were like, when they saw another black person at the show, they were like, yo, why the fuck you here, my nigga? Like,
Yo, step
you
off.
not supposed to be here. Yeah, like this my scene is what the dude said.
Yeah, yeah.
And like now you got like black people pitting each other against other black people because they feel like, I mean, I would say I think what it is like really brainwashing, because you see like movies and like just literally just culture in general of like praising white people for being like this rebellious, these white punks, I would say, just rebellious. They do whatever they want. I mean, they kick ass, all this and all that. You get movies like, I guess, like just, and not even just punk, just like movies like The Dirt, when you see fucking Motley Crue like having all types of sex with females and fucking doing whatever the fuck they want, pissed on the floor with fucking Ozzy Osbourne. He's like fucking piss on the floor. But yeah, it's fucking brainwashing. I mean, but at the same time, I love black people because I love black culture. Some people just think black culture is like, it's not good, or just have like a negative opinion about it. I mean, and that's up to everybody's interpretation. Whoever it is, it's an individual thing. It's always gonna be an individual thing. You can't get like a global consensus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's near impossible. One
Yeah.
thing that you know what, I was waiting for them to bring it up. They never brought it up in the documentary, but the fucking Ronan knows this shit. Fucking Ace, so you listen to Bad Brains or something?
No, they did.
No, they didn't.
did.
They brought up the band.
Yep.
And here's another thing, because in another documentary called Under the Influence, that chronicles the hardcore scene in New York, people in there like John Joseph from the Cro-Mags, the lead singer, he says to this day that the people who invented hardcore were Bad Brains, and like there's no discussion. And I think that's kind of cool to see the same thing being said in this documentary. But anyways, what I'm talking about is like, and this is the thing that I do notice, is that whenever a black dude is like getting into the scene or whatever, because I think I've talked to you about it, I've talked to Kevin, who's like another dude in the punk scene who's black, and it's always like, damn, so who got you into the... It's always an assumption that, like, y'all are into the Bad Brains. I don't know if anyone's asked you that, Ronan, but I know there was that one thing about cult of personality at Numbers.
I didn't even fucking know about the Bad Brains until, like, I guess 2 years... see, that's what I'm saying. I'm still new to the genre, but yeah. I know who they fucking are now. They're one of the only. I see again.
There's a lot.
I can't.
Oh, that's another thing. In the fucking documentary, there's a band, Pure Hell, who was another punk black group. Because there's them.
Yeah.
And then there's Death, who who came out as like they were like the first punk band. I think there's like, fuck, I want to say there's another one, but I can't remember. But yeah.
I just like personally, I don't understand why there aren't more black people that are punk, to be honest, because like it's literally it's not, I would say it's like almost the same as our culture that is already is. I mean, our culture is punk culture at the same, because like they were talking about in the documentary, you see these like dudes like fucking Isley Brothers. Have you seen pictures of the Isley Brothers like drip the fuck out in these flashy ass fucking fits, bruh?
I didn't know that. And yeah, I saw it in the thing. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know that before.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a like eccentric ass like genre, if that's the right word, or not genre, culture, and we have already ingrained ourselves as being like a show out ass people. You know what I mean? Even though I wouldn't say it's all showing out, but I'm saying that like it is a flashy. If you dress like that, you know what I mean? The music is loud. I mean, the clothes is loud. The studs, it's all like loud. You know what I mean? It's all in your face.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, like we've already been like that. I mean, we've already like we do this already. But I mean, it's other things that like I would say that like why there's not more.
Well,
I say
probably
just how
the fucking
like,
yeah, that's a white boy thing to do, you know?
That's a white boy thing to do. The culture, which is a lot of black people are Christian, a very Christian culture, and that's because like slavery and stuff like that.
Bro,
but
that's like
another thing.
With Hispanics, it's fucking Catholicism. I don't know, Carlos.
Yeah,
were you brought up Catholic?
Yeah, but I sort of just got away from all
Try
that.
Pentecostal. That's like, it falls in the category where they were like divide and conquer, and you must know this.
Yeah, well, because I know that like not that my parents, but like, and again, I'm lucky that my family, even my like extended family, is understanding of this because my extended family knows my mom, knows my dad, so they figure that, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna be a little like wild because my parents were very open about whatever and shit like that. Ooh, that reminds me of another story. But before that, so I'm lucky in that, like, even like when you know I'd show up to my grandmother's house with like green fucking hair, she didn't take any like oh he's the devil and all this shit that you see, because I don't know, Carlos, you had a different sort of like bringing up. I remember there was like some trouble there, so I don't know. Don't get me speaking for you, but like I know for me at least it was like it was pretty easy to be like a punk and to express myself. You know what I mean? I don't know how it was for you though.
Yeah. Hearing like your stories sort of like blows my mind sometimes, cause like with my whole family, whenever they saw me like change, I guess, into this little punk dude,
Yeah.
they immediately thought I
Little
was like
rebel.
the devil. It was like crazy.
That's so like it doesn't make any sense whenever you say it out loud. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Why would that mean? I don't know. It doesn't make any
The
sense.
devil.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because to them all they see is black and
Yeah.
yelling and very like just opposite what Christianity has. So it's
Anger, I
very
guess.
different. It's very alienated. So yeah,
I just politics in general, but
It's just fucking dumb.
Yeah,
religion too. Religion too.
yeah, basically.
It's all fucking,
fucking-
stupid. No cap.
And that's what made it worse, because they made it, you know, shit against religion a lot, because
Yeah,
they
they
were
put it
like
to
mainly the
religion.
fault.
So
I
now
don't
it's
even
like,
think
how can you
it's not
fight
even
religion?
like that. It's not like that anymore. I would say, like, I mean,
Well,
I guess in some families, yeah, they're ultra fucking conservative. But again, you have like, I would say like something like dumb, like okay, like nose piercings,
Mhm.
fucking like just little things like that. Nose piercings. You got these like rappers again. Go back to rappers, like fucking
I know Lil Wayne
Juice
had a shit
WRLD.
ton of piercings.
yeah, Lil Wayne. Look like I love Lil Wayne. But that's my fucking that was a pro. That's my nigga. And see, and I call Lil Wayne a punk too. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But
We did the skater thing.
Still-
We had skater drip.
I mean, again, is it part of the culture? I mean, is it not? It's up to interpretation. And he doesn't make the music, but fucking, it's. I think it's more okay now to look a little bit more alternative. You got all these e-girls out here.
Ooh.
Fuck.
God bless them.
I mean, nah, do your thing.
Lord bless their
definitely.
souls.
Yeah, God.
Lord
Thank
bless
you. But
e-girls.
fuck- But you can look alternative now. It wouldn't be a problem. But I say when I was growing up, if you did some shit like that, like I don't know, it was to the extent to where like they low key like kind of scared the fuck out of me.
With
I don't know
what?
if I told y'all the story, but like
I don't
what like my aunt, my family's like really really religious, and this is another thing I'll talk about because I think I told Gabriel about is I don't mind that my family's religious, or like they're religious to the point to where like every time you see them they're gonna lecture you about Jesus type thing,
Oh.
and like I don't mind. I personally don't mind because I know that
Well, it's coming from
like-
a place of good.
yeah, I mean, like, I think again that whole Christianity thing with black people stems from like slavery. So like that's how black people got through slavery. Is through
Religion.
God and through religion. Because you might think it's dumb, pointless, but if it helps people cope, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah,
So-
whatever you need. Just, I think the problem is
Yeah.
whenever it tramples on someone else's shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
when it gets to a point, but it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't really. I mean, I guess family wise, but
Mhm.
I mean, there's another thing like just a bunch of other stuff. Like you see like trans people getting beat the fuck up too,
Yeah.
which is fucking that's just fucking not cool at all. But
only hot takes on this podcast.
yeah, fuck that, that's not it. But
Nah, that's most
still
definitely.
like
Shit.
I'm cool with like with that. Like at least I've come to understand it with like them because that's how they feel better. And that's how they go to bed and want to wake up the next morning because they feel like I feel that way.
Yeah.
So I have no like nothing against it. But I mean, I guess they've like left me alone. I mean, they just don't question me. I've stopped going to church.
Which is cool, you know, they give you your
well,
space. You know?
Yeah, they like you can figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
That's more lenient than what mine is. That's crazy.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
but when I
Nathan
was
has
younger,
a whole different thing.
It
Mine's
was
like,
bad. when I
yeah,
was
like
young.
equivalent to like Scientology strictness.
Scientology, bro, chill out. I have that on my list of guys' time topics.
Let's not go
Scientology
there
is
because
fucking crazy, bro.
I got an insight
I
already.
hate-
So,
I don't know shit
What, you
about
know someone?
Scientology.
You know someone in Scientology, Nathan?
oh yeah,
What? That's cap. You're lying.
yeah. No, I do.
What? In Scientology?
So does my grandpa, and I don't know. I can't.
Yeah,
I think
The fuck is Scientology?
I can't say a lot,
I've
but
always
it's just,
heard. Always heard about it, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, what is
Nathan,
the fuck
do you
is
want to explain since like you have
I rather
insider
not.
knowledge?
You guys. No.
Okay, then. We don't have to.
Yeah, you guys
We're
can
off topic.
go dive into it, but let's back to the punk though.
Okay.
So, yeah, this documentary was really A1 sauce. I gave it a.
A1. Bruh.
Bruh.
A1 sauce.
it was something I didn't like about it, low key. It was a couple things I didn't like about it, low key.
All right.
I don't even say a couple. It was like one thing that I kind of.
Go ahead and
like-
spill it.
They were all fucking like. In the fucking like, there were no different opinions, I guess, and I was like, it was all a global consensus. Yes, we feel about this, like
In terms of like what?
just like a lot of the subjects they brought up, like about interracial couples or whatever, or like there's only white people in the scene, so I can't talk to black people. They all felt that way.
Well, some of them in the thing
feel
were
like-
like, oh, if I see a black person at a show, I'm gonna go up and talk to them. You know?
Yeah, and I'm like, I wouldn't fucking personally, I wouldn't do that. I really don't give a fuck. But again, I live in a different time, I guess. But at the same time, like, so y'all all felt like y'all needed to go say what's up to the nigga across the street or nigga across the fucking
Yeah,
way.
the
just because
fucking
they're
the
black.
crowd.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of dumb, but whatever. Again, it was a different time period. Like, all y'all felt y'all had to do that, or like, again, the interracial thing. Like, all y'all felt like y'all had to date the white, or like, there was only white people.
The
There's
thing
no
with that,
like,
because I like understood that it's just basically like from what I got from that was that basically she'd rather date someone in the scene because they understand they would better understand her than like some other person, you know, outside of the scene. And again, because there's a shortage of black people, all of her partners have usually been white. You know what I mean?
yeah, this is like who she is,
Yeah,
and she was doing work too. She's fucking like contributing everything, the whole DIY thing.
I'm trying to
She's,
remember. I think she was doing some shit.
She was like actually started like small with like a list of like shows that were going on that y'all should like that she'd advise people to go to.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's
it went
right.
to like she was doing all the shows in like some part of California, I think, something like
Yeah,
that.
bruh,
But
they be doing some work. I feel like, I don't know, people who got that mindset, the DIY mindset, be doing some fucking work. Like,
yeah,
it's fucking hard-ass work to stud a jacket. Fucking Carlos is way better at it than I am. He was always better. But, like,
Preach.
studying, sewing, that shit's
Bro,
hard work.
I gotta make one. I gotta make
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's,
I wanted to take yours.
Bruh, fuck you. I tried to like make another pair of patched pants, of crust pants. I can't. I gave up. I don't know how the fuck I was like so motivated to fucking put every single patch on these piece of fucking pants, stitch by stitch.
Right.
Fuck that, dude. I tried again. And I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna watch Joe Rogan podcast. Fuck this. I'm gonna
Joe
fucking-
Rogan, yo Jamie, put that up.
Fuck. I'm gonna watch Bill Delphine for like 5 hours. Fuck that.
Bruh.
My queen came back finally.
Alright.
Praise the Lord.
She's a liar, but we can.
Bro, she can
past
lie on me, no cap. What? My bad. Yo, wrong Discord chat. Let me go.
Wrong chat.
Are we concluding this podcast now? Since that's the.
Huh? Well,
Damn, I'm done.
yeah, I think we got our consensus. I don't know, Carlos. You wanted to be a part of the conversation. Do you have any choice words about being a minority and also a punk? Any interesting stories? My name, Yev.
My name
Do you
is
like
Jeff.
black people?
Like, I didn't do people.
Don't put him on the spot like that.
It was a joke.
I'm gonna pass on that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Damn.
I would like to toss the question to my partner.
Bruh.
My name is.
What was the question? What was the question? I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. So anyway.
Shut up anyway. So yeah, good. Thanks for joining us,
Bro,
guys.
let my man Carlos speak. Did you have something to say, Carlos?
Carlos, I feel like you should talk. I don't know why.
Speak
You
your
have a lot
mind,
to
man.
say.
You have a beautiful voice. Speak your mind.
This is the guy's table.
the guy, the kids' table.
I have nothing to say.
Okay. Well, I remember the fucking story I was gonna tell y'all. So okay, so this kind of like falls in line with like races being like against each other off the rip. So when back in my old house, Carlos remembers the one fucking like you were scared of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, that's so scary, dude.
Yeah. So I think we had just moved in, or like we had some neighbors that moved in. They were like Hispanic as well, and so like my parents have always been a real like neighborly type of people. Like if they seem cool, if our neighbors seem cool, like my parents would be like, oh, let's go talk to them or whatever, and like see what they're about. I guess it's like more of a safety thing than anything, just because you know that like if something happens, they're right next door. I guess.
Yeah.
But it's also partly like friendly too, because like you want to be neighborly. You want to fucking make people feel welcome in the neighborhood and the community and whatnot. So we go next door, right? So I guess we're talking to them, and for some reason I'm skipping details because it was a long time ago. I was in middle school, middle school, maybe beginning of high school, freshman year, but. Anyways, at this one, like, we end up having dinner with them and shit like that, and we're, like, welcome to their home, or we share a meal, and we're all talking and shit like that, whatever. And, afterwards, I don't know how, but, like, for whatever reason, they started, like, talking shit about, like, us, basically. Like, we had overheard that they were talking shit or something. I think because... I don't know. It was something to do with like maybe they didn't think that we spoke Spanish or that like we knew Spanish fluently. So,
Bruh.
but basically the effect was that they were like talking shit about my mom basically and calling her like
Oh my god.
like basically
no.
like a whore and shit like that.
Say about my mama?
Yeah, I was like, yo, wait a minute, wait a minute, what? So that she was like a whore or whatever, like she was like dirty or whatever because she has tattoos.
What?
Yeah, because my mom has tattoos. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but she has like two like birds on her upper chest that my dad tattooed on her a minute ago. But yeah, they were like really getting on her case or whatever. And I heard about that, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? What? Why? Like, what's wrong with tattoos? And that's another thing too, because another story is that Ivan had this friend who we used to hang out with all the time, and one day he just stopped hanging out. Like his mom told him that he was not able to hang out with Ivan no more because of my dad, because of my dad's tattoos. And basically what it was that the kid's grandfather, who already passed away, didn't like people with tattoos. So because the kid's grandfather, who had already passed away at this point, didn't like people with tattoos, Ivan's friend couldn't hang out with us anymore, and his mom didn't want to associate with us at all.
Bruh.
So that was kind of funny.
Wow.
Another thing also is that apparently my dad can't go into Mexico because of his tattoos, because he'll get fucking like frisked by the police or whatever, because they're very bad over there with like people with tattoos. At least in the border towns or something, because if you have tattoos, I guess normally it means that you're a part of a cartel or you're a part of a gang over there. So anytime that we've gone to Mexico, yeah, my dad hasn't gone with us because it'd be too dangerous.
Yeah.
He looks like he's from the Zetas gang.
Los Zetas.
Dude.
Fucking MS-13. Oh, I think MS-13 is fucking here. But yeah, it's just like it's more shit of like we fuck ourselves over in terms of our race. Like no one's really got an excuse, you know what I mean? If like you're
I feel like every race has its own like if you do this, that's a disgrace, or that's like not our kind to do.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that. I don't think there's a perfect world of perfect people.
Please. I just feel like the solution
It's
is
just
to
culture
be
is
yourself
very-
and like fuck it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't be so
I don't know.
traditional.
I think it'll be different, low key. It'll be different, more different at least. Like
Well, in our
the
generation,
more,
yeah, when
more,
we're adults.
more generations. Yeah, because I was talking to dad the other day, and he's like, he was like ragging on other black people, I guess. He was ragging on like.
What kind of black people do you
I
like?
want to say he was ragging. Nah, he wasn't even ragging. He was just saying that like we kill ourselves and all this and all that. And like, again, there's politics, but fucking I feel like every like they're races that are like do that to themselves, or not even do that to themselves. Just like it's not about the race. It's like obviously they're fucked up motherfuckers in every race, or there's like people that obviously are fucking. That do bad shit. I mean, I didn't do bad shit, just fucking. And that even consider what you think bad shit is. Like,
I think it's just,
they're
like,
smoking
people,
marijuana.
Yeah, I think just
They're
people are
criminals.
like, they get caught up with like their idea of other people, so they don't let people be themselves, and that's just like it involves race, it involves all kinds of shit. You know what I mean?
Just make yourself feel. I think it's just to make yourself feel better, to be honest. Like,
Race and political shit plays a big part in everything right now.
Bro,
That always has been.
I'll be the first dude to say fuck that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all that, bro. That shit's whack.
I think it's a mix.
just a fixed system, so it's crazy.
I don't know. I'm very like, I see it as like all bullshit, so I'm like, fuck all that, dude. Why, like, I'm just trying to make art and that's it. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
But let's move to France then.
Bro,
let's get
on the same thing, I'm not gonna down nobody if they're fucking like trying to create a movement or whatever, you know, go off or whatever. I support you, but
that's why
I'm just trying to do my own thing.
The punk shit's cool because it's something that everybody can get into, and you don't have to fucking have a race to get into. It's fucking, it doesn't, it should matter about the race. People make everything about race sometimes, but it should fucking matter, like, about the race.
Nah, yeah, fuck that. So, okay, so Ronan, we do this every time with like a movie. So what's your overall rating of the movie from out of a score of 10?
I was our bruh.
I would score of 10.
Yeah.
I give it like a 7.
A 7, okay. I think I'll give it.
I was gonna say around there.
I've been given like a lot of movies like 6s, so I guess I'll give this one a 6. Just partly because like I feel like I don't know, just because like it's an older movie, like it wasn't very visual, so I was like, whatever. But I mean, in terms of the content of it, I was really interested, and it gave me a lot of things to think about. Really. Yeah, because I'm not fucking black, so I didn't know all of these fucking like things of like, you know, how their experiences and stuff like that and shit like that. I also didn't know, bro, fucking Cypher. Bro, that band, they go fucking hard, dude. Jesus Christ.
Was that with the front man?
Yeah. That was Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That shit kills me.
That's how I was gonna like compliment. I love the fucking like the show bits, like where you're like they're like recording. It looked fucking
It looks
and he was talking about like he was talking about the lyrics and like what he thought or like what he interpreted it into be. And then the rest of the motherfuckers like, you don't know what the fuck he talking about, but that shit go off.
Yeah, when they interviewed people.
Funny. Yeah, like so like you just like saying shit.
There was lyrics? Oh shit, I thought it was instrumental, bro. My bad. Anyway, cool show. How much for the shirt?
See, that's fucking go ties back into fucking. Motherfuckers don't really care. They don't, obviously. Oh, we watched a black dude play.
We're just not they're not aware of it, I guess. But like, when I guess
it's two parts of that.
It's there for whenever they want to like look into it, and when they look into it, it like it kind of gives them something to think about. It gave me some shit to think about, because when he explains, it, I'm like, oh fuck, that shit kind of hits me. Like it makes sense. But anyways, so that was pretty much.
What would you give Carlos? What would you give? You haven't seen it yet. Just give an assumption.
Give it a C minus.
Dang.
C minus, nice.
C minus.
Pass.
Yeah.
It's a pass. Okay, so here's another thing. This is an outside topic. Since we're now going into sort of like general discussion part of the thing, and I wanted to like sort of, if I didn't talk about it on the podcast, I'd probably talk about it with y'all just like after practice or some shit. But
yeah.
So this kind of keeps in with like the punk hardcore sort of mentality. So veganism, right? So
fuck.
I don't know, man. It's getting pretty tempting to go vegan, no cap, because I've been seeing all these like shits about like animal cruelty and like the fucking slaughterhouses. I'm like, man, there's got to be another way to.
Generations, centuries.
I'm saying like there's got to be another way to like make things more humane for these fucking animals, because I mean, we can't say that they don't deserve life as well, you know what I mean? Not to be fucking tree hugger about it, but like it kind of makes me sad to like see how these fucking animals are dying, you know what I mean? They're like slaughtering them.
Call it how it is, but bro, it's been, bro, the fuck, I don't know. We get into this fucking.
I'm torn because I like eating fucking meat. No cap. I think I fuck with that, like, you know,
Popeyes
burgers and shit
hard.
like that, and fucking steak and all that. But like, I don't know, man. There's got to be a better way to treat these fucking
Popeyes
cows and these pigs and these turkeys more humanely. You know what I mean? Because like it fucking sucks to see that shit.
I don't think there's any other humane way unless you want to go revert to our barbaric nature and slaughter them.
Well, we're slaughtering them right now, so what's the difference?
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Like
free range, that's gonna keep going forever and ever.
I don't know.
No one's gonna stop, dude.
Well, yeah, I
so
get that.
I would say,
like,
Nathan, would you like, have you tried like another like impossible? I wouldn't say impossible, but like
that type of meat.
You know, meat that's not meat type meat. Bars.
Type beat bars.
Jesus Christ, give me the rice.
Jesus Christ.
Be nice.
Slept through the flight. Knocked for the night.
So like, say like, I have this like scenario in my head of what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like at some point, like, I mean, we're gonna have to go like plant-based. Everybody's gonna eat plant-based. And so obviously there's science going into it where it can taste like meat. Have you ever tried the Impossible Burger from fucking Burger King? Burger King sucks dick. Everything else sucks dick. If you go to Burger King, you're disgusting with that. But I wanted to try the Impossible Burger.
Not sponsored by Burger King.
That shit sucks asshole. But I went vegetarian for a little bit. Corona happened, and yeah. But
it'd be like that.
I'm gonna go back eventually. Eventually, I'm gonna do it again. Once I get back in my shit. But fucking, have you tried like like fake meat type meat?
I have.
The veggie burger. It's really good.
There's a difference between like a veggie burger and like the burger that's trying to act like meat. You know what I mean? Or like trying to taste like schmeat.
So like, would you be like, so say if like the government started like, replacing fucking fake ass or real meat with this fake ass meat, you didn't even know it. Would you be pissed if you found out? You were just enjoying it maybe for like years. Cause dead ass, it tastes exactly like fucking regular ass fucking like meat. No cap, I was eating that burger. I was like, yo, a lot of you, these niggas are lying. No cap, this is fucking, this is a cow.
Hey, yo, where the cow at? Look at go in the back. We're all keeping the fucking cow, bro.
Bring the cow out.
Bring the cow.
Yeah, put that
man.
Would you be pissed? Does it have to be real meat?
I think I wouldn't. Cause if it has that taste, then like that's all I'm down for. I'm not fucking loyal to like killing an animal.
What if it's shit and it make it taste good?
Then I mean shit.
Buffalo Burger,
nah, I want to.
Gabriel.
I want to. I might tomorrow after work.
I'm gonna say next practice we should all get it. I've had it before. It's fucking.
We can do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm down.
I've had like fake. I've made it myself too. That shit smacked, bro. Fucking fake taco meat, like ground beef.
Yeah.
I cooked that shit. I mean, it looks weird. Like low key, you can like. It'd be fake. I was thinking about doing it. Like you can like low key take the raw ass fucking like, cause it looked like raw ass meat. Take that shit out somewhere.
Ass meat.
Yeah. Take it to like a park and start eating that shit raw, cause it looks like fucking regular ass meat. And motherfuckers look at you like you're like dumb.
You're fucking dying, bro. This man gonna get
like,
salmonella.
You're like, yo, why the fuck this nigga eating fucking raw ass meat?
Eating beans in theaters.
I'm trying to eat dinner.
Let's get it.
I don't know, man, because I just bring this up just because I've been seeing more like stuff like about that. Like since I've had an interest in it. More shit pops up on my YouTube about animal cruelty and how we like, you know, put them in slaughterhouses and stuff like that. I don't know, it fucking bums me out, dude. It kind of gets to me, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, it's a fucking animal, you know what I mean? Fucking cows, dude. Like,
bro, he's just vibing.
Bro, look up fucking, if you ever want to like get like fucking sad as fuck, look up like the fucking videos of like whenever they let cows out of the out of the slaughterhouse and into the fucking like the pasture, they fucking start jumping around and shit like that. They're so fucking excited because they're like pretty much caged up all the time, fucking depressed, just waiting to fucking die. I think that shit sucks, man.
Cows are fucking. The niggas are smart too. People don't like realize like how smart cows actually are. When people like have cows in their houses like dogs.
Oh.
I want to be a cow now.
Deadass.
It's just like, I don't know, it bummed me out seeing that, and I was like, fuck, man, you know, like, do I really want to fucking, like, have that be the consequence of me wanting to fucking eat a Whopper, you know what I mean? But then I'm like, but goddamn, Whoppers are so good.
It's fucked because our, like, society already...
Society.
That's what makes people want to kill animals, because of how good it is, because of the flavor. It's different from.
Yeah,
but
I want to try the Impossible Burger.
It can be different. Try. I'm dead ass. We should all try it. It tastes like a regular ass burger. Fucking Burger King is whack as it is, but I'm saying that like there's no fucking like options for like I want to say it's if you like want to go with that lifestyle, which I want to try it again. But if you want to go with that lifestyle, it's so expensive to do first of all because fucking like.
Yeah, it's near
like,
inaccessible.
Bro, have you ever been to fucking like Whole Foods?
We went that one time when we were just fucking walking around being hoodlums. Like we we walked in and fucking just like left. Remember we went to Whole Foods like where was it? We were with Justin and Sario and Ivan.
Oh.
We walked into Whole Foods and like fucking I think put our hand in some nuts or whatever and like fucking left.
Nuts. I fucking remember.
Yeah.
We ate at that fucking sushi place or whatever it was.
Yeah. It was for Riley's birthday.
The revolving sushi bar.
Yeah. Jose was there too. What the fuck? I'm remembering so much. But I don't know. I want to like.
That's where we got that picture.
Yeah, on the
Everybody
fucking
in the club.
You can't even get in. You left him outside the club. You can't even get in. Oh, this is my map. Anyways,
Oh my god. Why the fuck that nigga still in here?
What I think
that nigga
is
Charlemagne the fucking god. Oh my god.
Yo, let's talk about that though. Charlemagne the God's a fucking freak, and he's still able.
Bro, why is this dumbass nigga still on the fucking air? Why are we doing this?
Because he's fucking entertaining as fuck. Man told J-Lo up front, hey yo, I sniff your fucking ass farts as soon as you leave the chair. Bruh, what?
Bruh, just like dead ass, like
he does not care about his life.
Bro got demons.
He got demons.
Bro got demons that he be fighting with every damn day, and sometimes they just fucking slip the fuck out.
Hey, yo, so who ripped your sister? Oh, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Oh my god, bro, how do you ask another motherfucker that dead ass? Who does that? Nobody fucking does it,
for context for Nathan and Carlos, so y'all know Charlemagne, right? Charlemagne the God. He's on the Breakfast Club.
Bald ass nigga.
Yeah, he's on the Breakfast Club, and he like basically is fucking wild as fuck. He'll be on the air talking to J-Lo, right? And then because J-Lo's been on the Breakfast Club a couple times, right? And he told J-Lo, hey yo, you know, I sniff your chair whenever you leave, right? And J-Lo's like fucking like, what the fuck? You're fucking. He calls him a sick human being. But there's compilations of this shit, of this dude being fucking creepy. Like with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey gets up, right, in the interview, and she's like walking around. I saw the interview. She's fine as fuck. But I saw the interview. She gets up to fucking like get a drink or whatever. Shut up, Ronan. And then she gets up and fucking you see Charlemagne fucking peep game at her ass, and he's like, oh shit, hey yo Mariah, I didn't know you had ass like that. Fucking hella disrespectful. I'm like, whoa.
Yo,
and then he fucking with Logic, because apparently Logic's fucking like sister got raped or whatever. And so first thing fucking Charlemagne said, hey, so who ripped your sister? And fucking off like so fucking like casual, hey, so who ripped your sister? And Logic's like, yo, I'm not trying to talk about that right now.
It's not even like it's funny. It's just like the memes that came out of the fucking the one with the red ass eyes. Yeah. That shit be fucking crying. Cause that nigga's a clown. Like who says shit like that? And it's cause females don't check his ass. Like yo, that's disrespectful. Stop it. Like.
No, yeah, I'd be like, hey yo,
tell that nigga stop.
I'd be like, hey yo, if I was on Breakfast Club, fucking, yeah, you know, whenever I am, fucking pigs will fly. But fucking, I'd be like, hey yo, you need to calm down like a little bit, bro. That's kind of out of pocket.
Yeah.
Bro, he literally said that he was gonna fucking like use fucking like I don't know. He said he would put some in her drink and take advantage of like
Oh,
one
I
of
saw
his.
that.
I don't know if that
yeah,
was
yeah,
J-Lo.
yeah. No,
like,
it was
yo, so
it was a porn star. Because he was saying like how much for how much gonna cost for like I guess to lay you down or whatever. That's what he said or something like that. And she was a porn star.
Bro.
And she was like I don't know. She said like they were playing around, so she was like, oh, I don't know, this much or whatever. And he was like, all right, so how about if I slip some shit in your drink, how much then? And then she, again, still joking around, but I think getting more uncomfortable. The girl's like, well, I don't know how. And he's like, all right, how much to run a train on you or whatever? All my homies run a train on you. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, bro, calm down.
It's all
He's trying
on
to
air.
come back for that recovery. Nah.
Bro, really trying to get it. He's
Clinically
dead
horny.
ass. Bruh.
Hazardously horny.
He was fucking detrimentally horny. The fucking. Bro
That
was
sound like a fucking
critically
spring.
horny. Bro
Oh
was
my
fucking
god.
No, I'm fucking my
critically
combo.
horny.
It's detrimental to his fucking health how horny it is. That shit's funny though. Fucking the J-Lo where he's like, hey yo, I sniff your seat whenever you fucking leave. Like, bro, that's fucking disgusting. First of all, second of all, she's still in the
Nice.
fucking room, bro. Why are you gonna be that disrespectful? That's fucking crazy. And the J-Lo
Cause
too.
it'd be on air. That's I'm like, bro. So nobody be like, hey, yo, this nigga's like, somebody get this man. Like,
And
have a conversation with him.
Turn your shit off.
and fucking
Bro, Mike.
turn off. He's just fucking. You see like his mouth moving and shit like that. He's not saying nothing. Anyways, sorry, I had to go monkey mode right there. We're all trying to return to monkey.
Understand.
Return
No,
to
no,
monkey.
no, no, no.
Return to monkey.
Reject civilization. Return to monkey. But
Reverb monkey. Ooh.
there was another one where fucking Post Malone brought on his girlfriend, right? And fucking one of the first things fucking Charlemagne, he talks straight to the girlfriend. He's like, "Hey yo, so you know he gonna break up with you once he gets one of his groupies on his dick or whatever." And then Post Malone's like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen, bro. Like this is like some real shit." And then fucking Charlemagne keeps on going. He's like, "Nah, so you're gonna forgive him if he cheats on you or whatever? Because he's a big star. He's most definitely gonna cheat on you." And then fucking Post Malone's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna cheat on her. She's my one and all this and that." And then Charlemagne's like, "No, I'm not talking to you, Post. I'm talking to your girl. So what are you gonna do?
Oh my God.
You forgive him whenever he cheats on you?" And she's fucking uncomfortable as fuck. And she's like, "I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if it's one time, all right, it's worth the next time." And it's like, bro, can you give my girl a break? God fucking damn.
Bro's out here instigating. They start getting into details. So, like, when you walk in on him barebacking old girl, what you gonna do
Oh
then?
shit.
You gonna shoot her?
You gonna be alright? Cause this is gonna
You
be
pull
a
up an
normal
eye?
thing. Oh my god. Fucking fuck. I lost what I was gonna say,
What
but
type of podcast I aspire to be in.
fucking Ayo, so you gonna cheat on her or whatever the fuck? I don't know, man. That is fucking crazy as fuck, bro. Now I know what I'm gonna say. Fucking the Breakfast Club where it has Donald Rollins from fucking Ashy Larry from Dave Chappelle, the fucking World Series of Dice skit. That shit was funny, but Donald Rollins and Charlemagne like be going at it, like joking around with each other and roasting each other. But sometimes like fucking it gets like hell out of hand. Like deadass, there's like a Breakfast Club fucking interview with Donald Rollins and fucking Charlemagne and I don't know the other guy's name, the other DJ's name, but like they get pissed like, cause the thing is that Charlemagne knows that Donald Rollins' brother is gay, right? And so he asked Donald Rollins, "Hey, so you alright with gay people?" And Donald's like, "You know what? I mean, like, it's like whatever. It's not like some shit that I'm like really like into, I guess, or whatever. But it's not a big deal. I don't really care. Do what you gotta do, or whatever." And so fucking this dude Charlemagne brings out a fucking plastic mold of a dude's ass and balls.
What the fuck?
Like a plastic, like it's like a sex doll basically, because it has a hole in the butt where you put your dick in or whatever. But it's like an ass, right? It's a black ass too. It's like an ass, and it has a fucking
Oh my god.
exaggerated hole right in
butt.
the asshole, and it has balls. No dick, just balls. And like, and fucking Donald was like, "Yo, this shit's fucking," in his fucking usual New York ass, fucking, "Hey yo, son, this shit whack, bro. What the fuck you bringing this shit out for, son?" And fucking like,
Good
it
ass
gets,
beat.
like fucking Donnell starts like he starts ignoring him. Basically, he puts his back to him. He starts talking to the girl because he's trying to promote his like show or his book or whatever, and so he wants to talk about that. But fucking Charlemagne keeps on going on about fucking his gay brother and fucking, hey bro, you don't like the butt, bro? You don't like the butt? I mean, we had Will Smith in here. He was messing around with it. He was gonna have a good time. You don't like the ass, bro? And then Donald's like, bro, I'm not trying to get into that fucking shit. That's some fruity ass shit. Charlemagne, no cap. And it gets to a point, some of it's funny. I'll give that.
Some of it is alright until he started doing like dumb stuff like accent logic. What the fuck happened to his sister? Like
so who
the one with Dr. Umar. Bro was like real calculated and serious. Bro was acting like
was Dr. Umar
like,
on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, he was on it a couple times.
Oh, I didn't know that. Donations.
My guy, Dr. Umar.
That dude's funny too.
But he's hilarious, but at the same time, I don't know.
Donations.
He's a.
I wonder what Dr. Umar would think of AFROPUNK. I feel like he'd agree.
He wouldn't. I feel like he wouldn't like it.
Oh, for real? I feel like he would. I don't know.
I feel like he wouldn't like it because.
Oh, the interracial part.
It would go against what he says.
I guess.
I mean, Dr. Umar is an interesting man. I don't know if
he's a character.
I don't know.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He's the fucking. Oh no, I think only. Fuck, I think because you sent Dr. Umar memes in the chat. I know that, but I don't know if they know his name. They probably know his face though. He's a dude like. I think I've sent like in the chat where it's like a screenshot of like a tweet or whatever. It's like some rap lyrics about talking about like their white queen or whatever in like a song or whatever. And it's a picture of fucking Dr. Umar looking like with a frown, with the fucking arms crossed.
Like I have like at least 20 of the fucking memes of like with the afro, not afro cap. African people.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah.
The stuff they wear, the garments and whatnot. But fucking have a bunch of them, and he's basically like the best way to describe this dude. Have y'all seen Boondocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode of like it's in the earlier seasons when like they go back to whatever they came from. And there was the one like the poetry guy. He was spitting poetry and like his woke poetry, his woke raps. Y'all know that dude?
I have to rewatch it, dude. I don't know.
It's basically he's like a caricature of that. I haven't seen him, but
woke raps.
He's like, yeah, like he's like he'll tell black people to like, he'll tell them a lot of things. He's just like Pan-Africanism. Basically.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's in his fucking Twitter bio. Pan-African.
He tells people like this. Some people call him a racist. I wouldn't call him a racist.
So they call him a bigot. That's what they call him. Which, I mean, you know, that's wrong Discord chat.
It's just like where it like lies, I guess. Like where does the fucking where are you gonna cut it off?
It's debatable. I would say like he's from what he's kind of like a black separatist.
I'll ask just from somebody that I guess don't watch him a lot. Nathan and Carlos, if I like call white people Neanderthals, would you see it as racist?
Nah, I just think you're memeing or something like that.
Yeah, that's like funny.
That's more of like just a race joke that everyone's not ready for.
Yeah.
I think people would be behind it because it's white people. It's very in to joke about white people.
Some white people would actually like laugh about it.
Well, like it depends if it's serious or not.
Like Eminem's back in the day, Eminem would probably think that's
Eminem's
funny, and he's white. Eminem. Did I say M&M's?
Yeah, I heard it as at the M&M's.
Oh, no.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Bruh, oh my god. That whole line killed his career. That's an awfully hot coffee.
I don't know. M&M's is kind of a clown now, no cap. I don't know. He's kind of...
He's a meme.
I
think he's just a meme.
Yeah.
I used to like. I had an Eminem phase. No cap.
Damn.
Me too.
I used to like the Marshall Mathers ones. Like I like that one. And I like his
Yeah,
famous
his
one,
beginning
Slim
stuff-
Shady. That one was pretty good.
He,
But-
he just started talking about like mumble rappers, and then that's when like kind of fell off.
Well, because he became an old head basically.
Yeah.
Fucking feuding with
His
MGK.
his whiteness took over.
Tough.
This is not real rap. You guys are not real rappers. It's
It
just
infected
fucking,
him.
Like, come on. Yeah.
Well, it just shows his age basically.
Yeah. Fucking Dr. Umar, basically he's like that. He'll call like white people Neanderthals. He'll
Yeah.
say that like he'll tell like basically what a lot of people mean is like he'll tell black men if they like talk to white girls that they're like coons. that's like to put it like light. You know, like but fucking.
I mean,
they'll call them coons.
it's basically what he says in his chat or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah, he
fuck,
he
in
doesn't
his
let
live
white
chat.
people come into his live streams. He'll tell them to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I don't know.
That's
I feel like a lot of
That's
that
what
is
I mean.
just like it's just a
That's
result.
kinda racist.
I feel like it's a result
Yeah.
of the situation that we're in, where there's like a disparity between white people and other minorities. So it's like it's a reactionary response of like, all right, so if these people wanna say that we're not allowed to do this, that, or to have rights or all this shit, we're not gonna allow them into our spaces. You know what I mean? I think it's like it's a reaction to that.
I think if he's okay, in my opinion, I'm not Dr. Umar. I think Dr. Umar is a head ass sometimes. He's a smart man. He's educated. Some of the stuff I listen to, I watch his podcast like almost, I wouldn't say daily. When he does or not podcast, when he goes on a live stream, I'll watch it. I'll see what he has to say because I feel like he's saying stuff that a lot of people are scared to say.
I guess yeah, he's pretty
but
out there.
I don't feel like he's like he's not harming anybody. You know, you're racist if you go out and like start punching niggas because you don't like him type beat. I mean, he says what it is. I mean, how he feels about like what you think black parents should do to their black kids, have ingrained some type of culture. And again,
I mean, I'd say that's
do
pretty
whatever the fuck
healthy.
you want.
Like, you know,
it,
it's not harmful.
it's just to the point where like you don't be like, hey, okay, yeah, you could listen to this, but don't listen to like this type beat. If you do that, then like you're cutting them off from the world. Because, and this is all I wanted to like say, because like
Like
if
I said, race plays a
if
war.
you take a
I mean,
if you
war.
take a if you take offense to like a white person joke, like if you take offense,
Yeah.
That's a knee slapper.
yeah, I feel like you shouldn't take offense if you don't really like what the joke is about type beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you take offense, then obviously it hit a nerve and you feel like oh, he talking about me. But like, are you?
Yeah, well, I
if
feel
you
like
think if you think you're fucking, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it outs yourself as like one of those people because I think that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to get those people who have those like fucking like racists or whatever the fuck. It's bait for them. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
get pissed off in the comments and everyone else is like, here he is, fucking kick him out, whatever the fuck.
Let me teach you something about respect.
Oh,
Ratio.
Oh fuck.
Not gonna lie, I fucking
Jarvis, post
I would need to-
post Mr. Krabs meme on Twitter, please.
Oh my god, no.
Jarvis
Fuck.
post this no pussy dude does to me.
Well,
But I do that to like females like we talk to the cat, just
What?
to see if I like hit a nerve. Like just Caucasian females though.
I know you
hate
talking about
black
that.
people Or fucking like just
man,
like the
fuck
bug
white
them.
people or whatever.
Yeah,
I think you told me
it's
about
funny
that.
to say.
Well, because I feel like with white people, there is like they do feel pressured to like be on like the good side. You know what I mean? But when they do that shit, it just makes them look even more head ass than like, you know what I mean? Like the fucking, it's a joke, right? But like the TikTok shit where like the kid is like, you know, he sees a black person, he gets on his knees and puts his like his fist up like fucking black power.
This
Like,
is
that's so-
America.
yeah, it's so fucking head ass. But I feel like some white people do that, and just some people in general do that because they're so desperate to like, they're like insecure about whether or not they're on the right side of like whatever, you know what I mean? But again,
Yeah.
it's shit like that that's just bait for people like that. who for insecure people like, oh, what? He's talking about me and he's being racist. So you know, people are so white people is under attack or whatever like that. Like, and then you get that, and then the racism comes out. That's all it is. It's fucking bait for them. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
got 'em.
Yeah, it's a got 'em basically, and it's like, well, if you're not that, then don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dog. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
There's black white people that care like about like you see like especially when the protests and stuff are going on like all types of people. I mean it was a clout thing I think also
A
like
little
yo, I
bit,
gotta do
yeah.
it. But there's still people like there's people that are not doing it anymore. But there's still some people that are still doing it like oh and doing like the black trans thing right now. The again recent events, but fucking some people are still some people I could tell and especially like. I'm a name drop. I'm a fucking 100 Gex.
Oof.
Ah.
100 GECS.
I love them.
I like the hit song. I like Money Machine. That's pretty much it.
Bro, you have to listen to the fucking.
I'm not gonna listen to the
please,
remix
for the love
album.
of
Fuck you,
God.
no.
Okay, don't listen to it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
Fuck
cool.
you.
I'll
But
listen
anyways,
to it now. I'm putting it on right now. On the podcast, everyone's gonna hear it.
don't listen to it, bro. You don't deserve it. But
Fuck
fucking,
you, dude.
they like
Ah.
they still campaign. They're still doing fundraisers. They're still doing stuff. And like, at least as a viewer, like that puts me like at a good place. You know what I mean?
Well, it's cool. People like care about it
Even though
enough
it's
to like
fucking-
do some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause you don't have to do nothing. I mean, a lot of people got on rappers for not saying shit because they'd lose some of their white audience if they did. A lot of Twitter people were like getting on rappers' asses too. Fucking
No, yeah, I'm
Lil Uzi was one of them.
most def. I know most definitely people. Fucking Twitter's like a wasteland, bro. That shit's like lawless. Fucking goddamn,
What up?
bro. Fucking
My day be so fine.
then boom.
Boom.
But
Twitter.
the fuck am I gonna go to a therapist for so I can pay some bitch to tell me I'm gay? To tell me that I'm a gay ass homosexual man? LMAO.
LMAO. Pass. Miss me with that shit. I'm straight.
Remember-
I'm straight.
Where was bro from? Where's he from?
Clone. How was it? Clone what?
Clone High.
Clone High. It's a JFK.
Nah, actual JFK.
Oh, he
Oh,
was
he was
from
Dallas?
He was from America, Ronan. I thought they taught you this.
The state, young man.
He's
The
from-
state,
oh.
the region.
The United States? That's a state.
This dude. All right.
Well, anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I think we rounded out the discussion pretty well. This sort of episode has basically been like about a lot of political shit. You know what I mean?
Society.
So, society. We live in a society. But anyways, I don't know what time, how long we've been doing this, but it's like 11. So I guess maybe like 2 hours, but we're an hour and 30.
Pretty good.
We're at time basically, but I did really enjoy this. If you guys would like to like you know, join us in other like, you know, Ronan and Carlos join us in other movies to talk about it, that'd be kind of cool. I'd be open to that.
Yeah.
Or even just joining in
Yeah.
on
That'd be cool.
joining in on like the discussion part of like general topics or whatever. I'd be cool with that. Just like special guests every now and then. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's just go down the line. Ronan, last words, anything you want to say about I guess really anything before we end this bitch?
Hmm.
Okay, bye.
Bottom text.
So I just want to.
Finally.
Bottom text.
Da Vinci?
Davey.
Finally.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Oh.
Davey.
But bottom text.
Okay.
Donkey.
Carlos, any words of wisdom?
Yeah. What movie y'all watching next?
Oh, that we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, let's do that. What movie are we watching
I
next?
got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Nathan,
I
go
got
ahead, say
one. It goes includes philosophy and everything, and then about us and question. It's just questionable.
Bruh,
and
spit it
everything.
out,
is
goddamn.
Sci-fi fantasy. It's sci-fi fantasy. Prometheus. I just
Oh,
watched it the other day.
Prometheus. Okay.
Yes,
I
it's
think
really good.
I
The
saw
lore
that.
of it.
I saw it like a
there's-
minute ago, but yeah, we can see that. I'm down.
Yeah, Prometheus is the
Is
next
that-
movie.
About like aliens and stuff like that. Or
It's like a prequel
hacks?
to Alien, but it's Ridley Scott's. It spills out lore and clues, and he also says in documentaries and confirms what the whole thing is about. So it's really good. It's good.
It's good. It's great. All right, so I guess
It's
Carlos, Ronan, if you guys would like to join us on that one for that, we could do that. Or if not, whatever. It's not a big deal. This could be like
It's opened.
a special thing, like every now and then type thing. It doesn't matter. But for anyone watching, the next movie is Prometheus. I need to start updating that on like my Instagram or whatever, because there's like a dude at my work who asks me like, "Hey, so what's the next movie y'all watch?" And I always fucking forget. So I'm like, I don't even know. I gotta ask Nathan.
Damn, fuck the fans.
I forget, bro. Like when we did Valley Girl, I forgot. I was like, oh,
Nah.
what the fuck are we watching? But yeah, Prometheus, Nathan, my co-host, my dear friend.
Fuck.
And that's Ronan's last word.
Fuck.
Nathan, anything you would like to say?
Success is a choice and opportunity. You know, we all have big changes in our lives that are more or less a second chance. We gotta make lemonade out of lemons. And quote.
That was basically the fucking thing from The Office of like, where what the fuck? David Wallace asks Michael what his fucking like thing is, like how is he so good at his job, and he's like, don't do anything to anyone for any reason ever.
I don't remember that part. Shit.
It basically, and then it cuts to like a interview shot of Michael where it's like, sometimes I just like start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. It's like an improv.
Oh yeah, sometimes I start a sentence. Yeah, sometimes I start. I don't even know where it's going. Yeah, I remember.
And then he's just going on. Don't do anything to anybody, regardless of anything, because and he just goes on. But anyways, that was the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching.
Actually, I have one last thing to say.
Dang, he's gonna fucking you gonna Kanye West me like that, like I'm Taylor Swift.
You don't know. You don't know. You
Yes.
don't know.
All right, go ahead. How, Sway?
She should have won. A fucking Beyonce should have won. But anyways, this nigga fucking Carlos, he's won every fucking match that we've been every time. Literally.
Oh, yeah.
I won one game. He's human.
Carlos is fucking goated. That's all I gotta say. And Tony Hawk.
Oh,
Go.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's the throat goat.
he's
Bro,
the
he's Tony Hawk. To take off your mask.
the throat goat. that's Ashcast. We don't talk about that. That's a different podcast. But anyways, yeah. Thank you for watching. Eat my ass.